and I just wanna stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. 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 I am a lucky one.
Speedy, welcome to the show for everyone. This is Extra Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makurdi. I am King James YiYE. On Extra Speed this morning, we'll be looking back at 2024 and trying to see those things that happened within the year, the ones that you love, and perhaps even the ones you don't want to talk about, but you should, because they've happened and they have happened. And you can take them back, I think. 2024, looking back at the year on Extra Speed. When you call us on 08084 275464, that's 08084 275464. We'll be asking you a few questions about the year. So looking back at 2024, and that's the focus on Extra Speed this morning with King James YiYE. Mmemshima King will be joining me shortly. For now, it's me here, and it's Extra Speed looking back at 2024. It's Asking Radio Extra Speed.
We do it naturally, and you love it. We are Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can.
Right. Looking back at 2024, we're also streaming live on Facebook. That's Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makurdi on Facebook. You can join me here to bring in your comments as well. Looking back at 2024, that's our focus today on Extra Speed. So for us at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, looking back at 2024, you know, we've been on since 2022, August 23. That's when we got our license to, you know, start commercial terrestrial broadcasting. Don't forget to remember that we've been online since 2014. So for 2024, we clocked 2 years, on August 23 within this year. 2 years of uninterrupted broadcasting. That's 247 on air, and of course bringing you those programs that you love. So from August, we're 2 years, and now till this moment, 2 years and 4 months and 7 days today, and some hours counting. So, you know, for us, it's been good. We've brought you stuff. We always go back to Alamashagodobi team and bring in some of the best voices in 2024. And you've been here with us as well. So in the course of the program, we'll be bringing some of these voices of 2024 that we've gone out to you to ask you questions like, you know, being creative with your business when things turned up, especially with the introduction of fuel subsidy. That's the removal of fuel subsidy. How creative you have been in changing or switching businesses. You know, all of this happened in 2024, and we would like to commend you real for, you know, being you. And few of the other ones for this year, like what you wanted versus what you turned out to be, we had those voices in this as well. And of course, mentorship too. You know, it's this year that asking you, and of course, remembering your teacher is also this year. So some of these voices for this year that you've also raised, and what men should not do at home too, you also told us this year. So for us, it's about content, it's about doing radio differently, and it's also about you telling us how creative you have been this year, especially with the introduction of fuel subsidy. So these are the things that we'll be looking at. But beyond this, you can call us 08084275464 and tell us your most memorable moments of the year as well, and some of the things you wanted to achieve that perhaps you've not, and you're looking forward to 2025. These are the things that we'll be looking forward to hearing from you as well on Extra Speed. This is King James YiYE, and of course, Mmemshima King will be joining me pretty soon. So let's go back to some of these voices that we've brought here this year, and we'll begin with what I want versus what I wanted versus what I am, and let's also see. Beginning with this one is Extra Speed, and stay tuned here. But you can call us to tell us what you think for this year. Maybe music you heard here first and you love and all of that. It's Asking Radio, it's Extra Speed, and stay here.
We do it naturally, and you love it. We are Asking Radio 98.5, Speed FM. Catch us if you can.
Okay, everybody has a dream about what they want to be in life. What do you want be for your life?
Before me, I say don't go to school because you go like you go do work for doctor because you don't have the money. Now you don't live, go pay school.
So what do they do now?
Now they say on your point side we borrow my they push the seller because you don't have the money.
Right. So what you wanted versus what you are, so it's more like saying what I ordered versus what I received, things like that. So some of these things, happening there as well. And one of the ones that is key to us is the one about, being creative, about business, switching businesses. People really have been creative this year. We're not going to go back to your New Year resolutions to ask you the things that you told us you wanted to achieve this year. We'll try to avoid that for now. But don't forget to remember, at some point, we'll be asking you those ones as well. But for now, let me go back to some of these things you've told us, about switching businesses, how creative you have been this year, trying to switch businesses, especially with the introduction of the fuel subsidy. So let's hear from some women at the Urukum market. It's Extra Speed, but you can call us 08084275464. That's 08084275464. And tell us, about your 2024. How has it been? What are the things you thought you would achieve? What is the most memorable thing, about this year? How would you even summarize your year? Few things that we need to talk about on Extra Speed. If you stay tuned here on 98.5 Speed FM, we'll be talking on this on Extra Speed. Join me here and let's look at 2024.
We do it naturally, and you love it. We are Asking Radio 98.5, Speed FM. Catch us if you can.
My name is Lucy Dejam. I used to sell chicken meat before, but now I come to sell cow meat, stick meat at the Ulukum market.
Right. So she's been quite creative, and we've said this. So she used to sell chicken. Now, when you look at the cost of chicken, not even towards Christmas, but things increased. So she was looking at buying chicken, a whole chicken, and perhaps buying ingredients and, preparing it to sell. And she discovered that, come on, I could just buy maybe not even up to a kilo of beef and, just try to cut it into small pieces and, do stick meat. So she switched business in 2024 at a point we don't know. We've not done follow-up on her to know if she's gone back to her former business, but being creative in 2024 for her, that's how it's been for her. But beyond just being creative with business, other things for 2024, if you would like to share, call us now 08084275464. I've not tested this line. Perhaps I want to test it myself and see if your calls are going to get through. But I think the line is activated now. So it's 08084275464. That's 08084275464. Trying to see if it's connecting, and yes, it is. So you can call now 08084275464. It's extra speed, and of course, it's King James YiYE here.
As King Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can.
So this business where we dey manage now. Before we dey say kaya well. Now where everything go up, we no get money to buy many things to say. Na only rice, beans with the hola for hand now. Money no dey to buy many kaya where we dey say. Now wahala we dey do now. We know dey see kaya. Now we dey do for this one.
Okay, so but just to sit without doing anything, under the guise of things being expensive, a lot of market women, as you can hear from their voices, they're being quite creative. So we did stuff from you, your own Alamashagodobi team, getting your own voices. We've done a lot of stuff for this year. And yes, beginning with the fuel subsidy, yes. So people have been creative and, talking to us as well. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Tell us your name or you're calling from.
My name is Wedi Patezunga Bernard.
Are you back to Lagos or are you still in Benue?
I'm in Lagos now.
Right. Okay, so tell us about your 2024. How would you summarize your year?
2024 was my best year.
Mm-hmm.
One of my best year, and can have achieved a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the previous years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was able to do some certain things that I was not able to do, and I have so many things that gives me joy. So I can say 2024 was one of my best years.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so being your best year simply means no disappointments, nothing.
Well, let me say there was some kind of a disappointment, but the fulfillment was overwhelming, so I couldn't take note of the disappointment.
That's good. So achievement overwhelming, so disappointments insignificant. That's a great one. That's a great one. All right, so thank you very much, and I hope you didn't. There was the people going back to Lagos lost their lives. You know anyone there?
Yeah, I know some of them. I know some of them. The woman whom we are together in Chief Lagos State chapter here, and she also lost her life. And there's another lady that I know, and she also lost her life in that ghastly motor accident.
Wow. May their souls rest in peace.
Yeah, this period is a period of prayer. That is what I want to advise people to do most.
Mm-hmm.
Because coming back from Benue to Lagos, I saw something this morning that I was actually shaking.
Mm-hmm.
A teen-seater bus tumbled like 3 times on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
When we were at the scene, and they were bringing people from the bridge, under the bridge.
Wow.
And according to what we heard, I don't think anybody survived in that accident.
That's another one this morning or yesterday?
This morning around 4 a.m. this morning, when we were coming from through Benue Expressway.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's a thing of question, but well, maybe we just pray. Thank you, Wedipa, and for calling, and we thank God for Jenny Mrs. back to Lagos.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Extra speed on us King Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and Mmemshima King James is here. Mmemshi.
Yes, good morning.
And of course, extra speed looking back at 2024, and you can call us now 08084275464. That's 08084275464. Felix Yawon says good morning as King Radio. Good morning to you as well. Call us now and tell us about your 2024. Yeah, being alive to call means you should have something to say, actually. Wow. So accidents, that's a topic for another day. So it happened, and this morning again, this one didn't catch fire from what he's saying, but around 4 a.m. So rescue efforts would be very, hard or difficult to achieve at that hour. Wow. May their souls rest in peace.
Amen.
Okay, so Mmemshima 2024, and going back to Alama Shagodebi team and seeing what has happened, we're trying to look at how creative our respondents, people who listen to us and our contributors have been. And I've played few of them, and people also paid tribute to their teachers this year from the Alama Shagodebi team. Okay. And for us, 2 years, we got to 2 years this year, and so many things in history that will just, happen, some for good, some for bad. 2024, Donald Trump came back as 47th U.S. president, and the same 2024, as it is going to the end, America's president, 39th president, Jimmy Carter, and he has died at the age of 100. Wow. So he has died at the age of 100, and it's also in 2024. So history will record it that America's 39th president, Jimmy Carter, died at the age of 100, and that's on the 29th of December. That was yesterday. Okay, so early hours of today in America, you can say that. So may so rest in peace. He has tried. He has lived long. And so, but back home here and on the world level, because we are a local radio here with worldwide standard. So we are here, but I mean, we are everywhere. So, what's your 2024 like? Let's summarize. I didn't make it personal. I was talking about asking radio. So perhaps maybe you want to mix.
Okay. Did you talk about your personal self for 2024?
I'm radio, so I was talking about asking radio. I mean, what else would I say?
Maybe your personal.
What is personal about me?
Aside the radio house.
There is nothing personal about me. Just my family and radio, and the family. Radio is the family. Family is the radio. So.
Okay.
There's nothing to separate for me. If you have anything to separate, fine, go on.
Okay, for me, 2024 has been a year that I saw people think out of the box, with our economy and all of that, thinking things were going to be hard for people. But they came out with creative thinking and they survived. And we are where we are now in 2024, hoping to see how 2025 would be. But 2024 was still a good year because there were so many celebrations, from engagements to marriages and all of that, new music and the rest.
Okay, so for Alama Shagodebi team, talking to people, being creative, especially with the fuel subsidy removal and the things they have said, for you, that's been one of the things that you like to talk about. So people living with landlord or landlady, and the things they also said, being creative is something that people would, learn from going into another year that you're not certainly sure of, because things begin anew, budgets are announced and approved, but major spending will start as the year comes. So sometimes you don't know what the economy would say or have in store for you. And so, but, just trying to be you and go with the year. So being creative, one of the things that we've been looking at, then we also looked at mentorship as well.
Yes.
And this is one key area that people need to also look into, mentorship. For us here, they ask you when you're talking, people keep asking you. So I have mentored people, and I still do a lot of them outside here. So that's that. But let's hear what people have said about mentorship within the year for Alamashogodobi team. It's Extra Speed. Stay tuned here.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
My name is Liberty. I deal with material clothes. I sell materials. So I am an apprentice to my madam. Her name is Madam Cynthia. She's the owner of this establishment. One thing I learned selling with her or being an apprentice is I learned from her the way she convinces customer to buy her clothes. So in all those things, I gather experiences, and I learn how she related with people in her businesses that makes her businesses to sell more. So that gives me more convinced that if I should establish tomorrow, I can be able to do so too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a good take-home.
Yeah, it is.
Learning for him for 2024.
4 years. So hopefully he's going to do great when he establishes his own business. And another thing about mentorship is that you cannot actually force someone to mentor the person. Because I've seen majority of people come around us, that you should mentor them, and then you find them running away later. So I wonder at times, like, what is it? Why are they running away? Is it that it's too difficult for them to comprehend, or what? Because it just like this guy said, Liberty, he watched his madam, so it was beyond just coming to sit down and let her lecture you, but by watching the person and what the person does, would also help you to build your foundation as well. So I feel majority of people come in here, maybe they just look at, one day they want to have that money and just feel like it's just like quick, and by the time they come here and you send them to the field, they feel, no, that's not what they came for. They are not cut out for that kind of stress. They just want to relax and make it overnight.
So that means they're not ready yet.
They think they are ready, but they are not.
What I'm saying, they're not
when
ready
the real work comes, they are not.
Yeah, because if you see a King James carrying a recorder and going to interview people everywhere, and then you think, because he has passed through stages, all the stages, and he owns the radio station and has built 2 others in the state, and with that he's still doing this, and then you suddenly think that you are bigger.
Yeah, you just want to come around for 2 weeks and make it succeed and have your own radio station. It doesn't work like that.
No, it doesn't. Okay, so it's Extra Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makurdi, and generally looking at 2024, it looks like people don't have anything to say. They are not even grateful. Yeah, they're not even grateful. They don't owe you, because it's not every program you just sit and listen to. Talk your own.
Talk your own.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, it's the stuff we did for BBC as well. So let's listen to this one here.
Now I am a apprentice from the wedding site. Before I don't know how to wait something, but now I learn from my masters.
Okay. Before he didn't know how to, but he's learning from his masters. So I think learning has to do with patience and not thinking you're going to make it all of a sudden. You just want to have what your master has already acquired. You want to have it like in the blink of an eye. So it's patience. Patience is one key for me when it comes to mentorship.
Because, you can't just come and be like your master.
Exactly.
If I've put in 25 years on radio, and it was on the 23rd year that I have an FM station, here. So if you are coming and seeing me like this, then what makes you think you can have it within few months? It's not possible.
It's not possible at all.
Because you are not even going to have the experience I have and whatever. So how are you going to think it's going to be possible? So these are the things.
Well, I think it's a thing with this generation with I too know. I know it all. What are you trying to tell me? I'm coming around to just as in for you to teach me how to make this money. Like, I want to be like you, boss, you know, can you just drop that all on me and all of that? So that patience is not there for them at all.
Right. Extra speed. And for us, you know, few things of 2024 from you that we've asked you. We're just picking them, but you can call and tell us what else you think if you've never contributed. Or if you've been a regular contributor, tell us about your year. And that's looking back at 2024. So it's 08084 275464. 08084 275464 is Extra Speed, and I am King James Yiye together with
Mmemshima King.
So let's go back to mentorship, which is what you have told us this year, and hear what they are saying.
I have a mentor. I didn't know how to barb before. Like, I've barbed in a barbing shop. I'm a barber, so. But before I didn't know how to barb, so learning from someone now made me know how to barb very well. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm a barber.
So consistently, they are saying one thing: learning from my oga, learning from my boss, learning from someone now, and this learning. Is sometimes a customer comes, they're not going to carry clipper on their head and be telling you that, come and stand and see, this is how you do it. No.
Yeah, interest.
You are not in, you just watch. You are just going to watch. So nobody is going to say, when you carving, this is how, because would you be turning my head and saying, okay, come and be teaching? No.
Baby 101.
Exactly. So it's purely by observation and then showing interest.
Yeah.
So, but I was telling you this morning that it looks like the fault is ours.
Okay.
And I was saying it because people come with no experience and with little knowledge.
Yeah.
And then I think I just put them up there too quickly, and then they feel it's an easy thing.
Exactly.
That
and
is what I think. That they think they know. They think it's because they know. That's why I've given them that opportunity. No, but no.
Yeah.
You see, students come here on industrial attachment, and some of them never went close to a radio station. They never dreamed they could even get into the studio, a studio, and then we try to put them on straight to do a program.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Okay, so the caller is still there, but we can't hear you. 08084 275464. 08084 275464. Looking at 2024, you can call and tell us about your year. So that mentorship, what we're talking about, part of what we're talking about, because we are bringing back Alamashagodebi clips, your voices for the year, and things that we have found that they could actually change others stepping into the new year. That's why we're bringing some of those ones, like mentorship, like switching businesses, which is about creativity. And my teacher, I would try to bring my teacher. People paid tributes to their teachers as well. So because these are things about today and tomorrow. Some of these people are what they are today because of their teachers.
Yes.
And then the mentorship from their bosses, their guys, and all of that. And then people who have sustained their businesses, it was because they were creative, especially with the introduction of fuel subsidy this year.
Yeah.
So these are the things. But you too can tell us about your life for 2024, what it has been when you call us on 08084 275464. That's 08084 275464 to tell us about your year. Let's go to hear about this person.
I work for an Ebiaparo as a sales boy, and I have my boss that I learn to endure how the more challenges that customers are giving us, but we more endure it.
Endurance. That's what he picked from his boss. Yeah, he picked endurance. So if he has his own, he knows the first thing is customers are annoying, but you just have to just endure with them. That's the only way your business can.
In fact, beer, the people who have been called at this beer bar, they, calling to the bar for lawyers and then calling to the bar, for people who take, alcohol.
Yeah.
So And they are some of the most difficult customers because they don't go as they came.
Yeah.
Because they came in a different form. After taking your product, they are not the same.
Yeah.
So within the time of taking your product, they are not as humble as they came anyway. so it's a change. It's a shift. And so for this young man, the patience and endurance.
Yes, endurance.
From the madam.
Yeah, I think if I own a bar, once I give you the first bottle, I think you start making payments, because by the time you start taking the second, the third, I don't even believe you're going to be normal again. And me and you, we're going to have a fight. So
maybe they know they know how to handle those customers.
Yeah, definitely. And customers are always right. That slogan is so annoying, because at times they are so painful, and they are not right. But then they'll tell you a customer is always right, because they also know that policy, and they tell you to your face that a customer is always right.
Exactly.
And you're like,
even when drunk,
exactly.
it's right. Good. Extra speed on our King Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makurdi. I am King James Yiye. And
Mmemshima King.
Right. So we are looking at 2024 different things. So we're staying here for some time before we go. We have touched a little bit of international.
Yeah.
Of course, Donald Trump coming back as the 47th.
Yeah, this year.
That
majority of people never expected that.
Well, I knew right from day one.
Okay, yeah, you knew.
Yeah, and I've been saying
yeah,
it.
but at a point, I was thinking the way, as in the social media, the way it was buzzing for Kamala, I thought she was going to. But at the point, I felt, no, it was just fake. It was just paid, for them to just make maybe either Trump to
feel like.
Yeah, but as in his willingness, and he was just too strong to allow anything to bully him.
So perhaps another learning point for 2024 is whether you love or hate Trump, irrespective of what you think Donald Trump is, that sense, that spirit of I can make it.
Yeah.
So it's both focus, it's endurance, it's a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
All the legal challenges, battles he was going through, he was focused.
He knew
on the goal that come on, I'm going to get back to that.
Get that crown, and he did.
Yeah.
He did.
So perhaps in few days he will be installed as the 47th U.S. president again. And then this year again, so two things, American election this year, but they've also lost their president, former President Jimmy Carter, at the ripe age of 100.
Yeah,
Poor
that's
Jim.
nice. Yeah. I also I'm thinking about Selena. Majority of us, we saw her grow on the TV screen, starting from Barney to her music career and all of that. Then her relationship, with Justin, and how they broke up and all of that. And she...
On her health?
No, she kept on holding on to the relationship and made songs out of it, sorrowful songs. And Justin was living his life, and people were like trolling at her, like she should let him go. Then Justin getting engaged to his Canadian model, Hailey, I think, or Haley, I think. He got engaged to her. Then they having their own son this same year, and people were trolling at her, all for her to just like post her engagement that was on the 12th of this December with her boyfriend Benny Blanco. Yeah, that's his name. She got engaged, and I want to also applaud her for being focused despite people trolling at her and insulting her and telling her to let go of Justin and all of that. She also kept focused on what she wanted, and today she's a happy woman despite her health challenge, but she's back on her feet and all of that. So
okay, so key things to learn in 2024, because it's just one day left. So it's the full day tomorrow, let's say full day tomorrow, and then it will be 2025. So key learning things from people that we have spoken with, the Lamashagodobi team has spoken with for this year. You're hearing things like patience, endurance, focus, learning. And we're still talking about learning here. Let's listen to this one.
Okay.
I'll be apprentice. I work from mechanic workshop, and I repair machines. I couple machine.
Why are you laughing? He learned machine and he couple
Machine.
machine and he's laughing.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't
What's
know
funny?
why. I mean, it's the way he's saying.
Of
Okay,
course.
so let's listen to this one. I think
Okay.
it's a bike mechanic as well.
Okay.
I be apprentice for mechanic side. I learn how to repair machine and bike. I learn to repair machine for my oga.
So that's the key.
Yeah.
Learning from someone. Learning from someone. So for 2025, perhaps you're talking about another year. For people who really want to make the difference in their lives, the key here is you need to learn. Learn from someone.
Yes.
And have the patience, have the endurance, have the focus, and perhaps you will have the success.
Yes.
So let's listen to another mentee.
I'm an apprentice in a hairdressing salon. I want to be a stylist, and my mentor has been teaching me very well. And I'm happy that I'm learning fast because it's something that I have passion to do. And so with the aid of her teaching and her guidance, I've been able to learn fast.
Can you hear that? So so it's about that. For 2024, I think even the ones that this is like young people mostly because they are the future.
Yeah.
But even for the old folks, there are a few things that you can still learn from the younger ones. That's
Yeah.
why even grannies learn from their grandchildren. Because there are a few things that perhaps you didn't do and you took for granted. So when you come to realize that it is this way, you put it this way or that way and it works for you.
Exactly.
Extra speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. We have seen as you guys don't have anything to say for
To say.
2024. It looks
Yeah.
like you are not even proud of yourselves for what you have achieved. But if you are, you can call us now.
Yeah.
08084 2754 64. That's 08084 2754 64. Extra speed. And so we need to move to my teacher.
Okay.
Paying tribute to their teachers, and few people have also talked about their teachers for this year. Let's listen.
Okay.
Okay, number one, it was my form master, Mr. Musa Abdullahi Abba. Like, he was very kind, nice, and very comforting. In short, he was a friend to all of us. Second, Mr. Vembe, our math teacher. He was a nice man. He knows how to teach and he can understand us.
Okay, we have a call here. The daughter is on the child.
Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Nebkalu Ispesu, calling from Goma local government.
Okay.
Okay, speak up, please. Your voice is so faint.
I say I'm from Goma local government.
Okay, tell us about your year, your 2024. Can you summarize it? What happened to you that you're happy about to share? What did you learn?
And I learned tailoring work from my Oga. Right, so I'm happy that next year I'm planning to have my own shop.
Okay.
To buy my sewing machine so that I will also have my own shop. So I'm happy about that.
Okay. How long did it take you to learn?
This is about 1 year.
1 year. Okay, so at the beginning of 2024, you started learning in January or so. Right.
So it's not even only tailoring. I also learn how to knitting work.
Okay, knitting as well.
Yes.
Okay, so you are hoping to have your place in 2025.
Yes.
Okay, all the best and congratulations and thank you for calling.
Thank you too. Have a great day.
And you
Thank
too.
you.
So it's also about mentorship for him. Yeah, that's what he has, achieved.
Yeah.
So going back to my teacher, Mr. Musa, you heard you remember what the lady said?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to listen again?
Okay.
Okay, number one, it was my form master, Mr. Musa Abdullahi Abba. Like, he was very kind, nice, and very comforting. In short, he was a friend to all of us. Second, Mr. Vembe, our math teacher. He was a nice man. He knows how to teach and he can understand us.
So the baby agreed. Was the baby there?
Oh, definitely, the baby was there. I think so. And so it's good to be a good teacher. I'm trying to understand your students, At times you find some teachers beating a student because the child cannot understand what they are teaching. And these children, is not everybody that understand a particular pattern when it comes to learning. So you have to understand them first of all, be friendly with them, so you would be able to tackle their issue, because your primary aim is a teacher and you're meant to teach these children to understand. That's your joy as a teacher, not for you to be trashing them that you cannot understand simple matters.
Certainly, when you are not that way, your children, your students are not going to remember you beyond that. It's Extra Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makurdi. And of course, we are looking back at 2024. So when you call 08084 275464, tell us about your year, your 2024. 08084 275464. Tell us about your 2024. And of course, we are streaming live on Facebook as well. So you can send your comment there as well. If you would want to send WhatsApp message, it's 0902 127 5464. WhatsApp is 0902 127 5464. Yeah, so tell us about your 2024 and good or bad, but we presume it has been good. Yeah. Well, some people ended it in a way that they don't want to talk about, but it should. As long as you're alive, I think that's what it should be. Okay, so maybe we'll look at my teacher again. Okay. And if time permits, we quickly go back to looking at some of the creative ways that people tried to be in 2024 by shifting or switching businesses, and we'll be looking at that as well. For now, it's Extra Speed, and we're still here, and let's just look at what people are saying about their teachers for this year.
Okay. And my name is Oyima Tewasi. During my secondary school days, my remarkable teacher was Mr. Tavno JT, my biology teacher. So I love him because of the way he do lecture us. He'll come to class without any notebook and he'll give us the lessons. So because of that, I fell in love with biology. I had to further biology to my university level, and now I'm fully certified biologist.
Okay, so all thanks to his teacher. Yeah, a good teacher. Extra Speed, we're going back to 2024 and also bringing your voices as well. But when you call us, you tell us about yours. 08084 275464. That's 08084 275464. Tell us about your year. And hopefully the ladies that have not been married and the guys that have not been married, and they told us the reasons. Maybe, just maybe, things have changed. Let's hope that things have changed. For instance, this lady was 27 years in 2024, and she tells us why she's yet to marry. Okay. And maybe her reasons may have changed. Let's listen to her.
So how old are you?
27 years old.
What's the reason why you are not married yet?
I have a lot of reasons. I've not gotten the right person, and then the single guys are not ready for marriage. They're not ready for marriage. Their reasons are they are not financially buoyant, and yes, that's their reasons. But then on the other hand, disappointments is also included. Yes, that is it.
What kind of wedding do you look forward to?
White wedding. Though I would prefer the both, traditional and white wedding. Yes.
Many people believe waiting for Mr. Right means waiting for a rich man. What do you think?
Not really. Because you can get married to a rich man, but you will not be happy in your marriage. But that particular person that is not rich will make you happy and then respect you. So I think it's not all about waiting for a rich man, but then waiting for the right man, the one that respects you and the one that is still God-fearing. I think that's the right Mr. Right to me. It's not all about a rich man. Yes.
Okay, so this thinking
Yeah.
has to shift, I think.
Okay.
Because two things here, they mix a lot of things. 27 years from what she told us this year. And she is saying so many things.
Yes.
The right
Mr.
person,
Right.
Mr. Right hasn't come because the men, disappointments in marriage, in relationships, and the guys are saying they are not ready financially.
Yes.
But for her, the kind of wedding she's also looking forward to. In fact, she wants the both. So now, if all the men that are coming are telling you financially, we don't even have the money, but you had anything in common with them, that is why they were dating you in the first place. But they are not financially viable already.
Yes.
But you're still here talking about two weddings.
Two weddings, yeah. And she's also saying that it's not about getting married to a rich man, but it's only a rich man that can pull off that kind of wedding that you want.
Yeah.
Because white wedding is not easy. It's expensive, So if you're not getting married to a rich man, then how can you get that kind of wedding? You guys are actually going to struggle.
So it's a contradiction from your gender.
From my gender?
Yes.
I don't really.
No, but they are saying two things.
Yeah, I think
contradicting themselves
yeah,
as well.
If you are going to contribute as the woman, well, fine, you can have the boat, But if you're just going to put the bill on one person, my sister.
So are you saying that for 2025, when they go for crossover night and they are praying for a husband in 2025, do you think the thinking should shift?
Well, I think, yes, the pastors should do well to advise the single ladies.
Does the pastor need to advise them? Why can't they advise themselves?
We listen to our pastors more.
But don't they listen to their inner self? Because here is somebody who is saying that I want traditional wedding and white wedding.
Yes.
But the boys have come across, or the men have come across, the guys are saying, we don't have money. So you keep waiting and you keep breaking up in relationships. And the guys are telling you the same thing. We don't have money. But you are not waiting for Mr. Right. Or the Mr. Right is not a rich man, but you want two weddings. So look at the contradiction.
Yeah. Oh, it's a tight one. It's a tight one.
From your gender.
From my gender.
So Emmy Tess Emmanuel says, good morning. That's King Radio. King James YiYE. I love your work. Keep it up. Morning once again. I wish you a happy new year in advance. Thank you very much. Let's listen to this man who claims to be 25 years and why he hasn't taken a wife to his mama.
Wow.
Yeah, my name is Maxwell. I'm 25 years old.
So why are you not married yet?
The problem is why I'm not married by this time is, love, like now, love is like a game. It's how you know how to play very well. Sometimes we play, but you cannot succeed. Like me, I have, like years back, that time I was 23 years. I'm with my girlfriend. I was working in one company. That time I have a small change. I'm with her. From there, I can't stop work. From there, the girl can't just say, she no go fit manage you. From there, the girl don't run away, leave me. From there, now I begin to manage my life, they go. That time, nothing there, because they just dismiss me with anything. No have more, no have a salary, nothing.
Okay, so would you mind if your future wife is richer or older than you?
Yes, if it is, she's ready to accept me, to understand me, we can manage together, do one or two things, and we can sit down in one place, think, and conclude. I'm accepted.
Okay.
Please, can you explain what your gender is saying? Because you're talking about love game and playing the game, knowing how to play the game.
Okay, this guy, they've used his head. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
It's Emeka Nyos from North Bank, Macaulay.
Okay, Meka, good morning. So, let's
Yes.
hear from you. Your 2024, how has it been?
My 2024, I will say I thank God. And in all, He have done well for me by giving me good health and making me to see almost the ending of the 2024.
Yeah.
At least He have made me, He have given me good health is the most important thing. I am not better than those who have gone 6 feet.
Yeah.
God have made me. It is very, very good. And again, like what my other person is talking about, if at all, in 2025,
Yeah.
God willing, somebody is going to marry, you should not look at the aspect of the woman having more money or looking at the man having more money before they will go for marriage. You should depend on God. And at the same time, make sure that you woman, you man also get the money. Maybe you have just to help the house moving. You cannot allow the whole liability for one person. In Nigeria, it's not like that again. You know, those days, it used to be like that, but now it's not like that. Man go bring, woman go bring. House go, they move on. So if you are going to marry, don't look at that. You are going to look for a woman who is having money, sugar mommy, who is having money. Because tomorrow, if she is feeding you, there will be a day that that person will tell you that, my friend, if not me, you're not going to survive. And at that point, you will have high blood pressure. So it's better you get small. The other person gets. Life is moving. So to me, 2024 has been a good year. And I'm believing in 2025, if we go ahead with God, God will give us good health, give us all that we need. We will not be crying of this economic problems. We know that it is fighting, but then when you depend on God, you will see things will be moving well. I will tell you one thing. The government of Benin State have done well, especially in this security aspect of it. If you go, you see the farmers return back to their farm, and they farm very well. People are selling. You see, as people are doing those things, during this festivity time, many people never went to start begging people for, give me palliative or give me this, give me that. So many of them depended on what they got from their farm. So I'm encouraging the people, every one of us, to go back to farm in 2025. Let us not start complaining. We should continue going into farm. One of my friends who used to go to market every Sunday, during this festivity time, my friend went to the market. I saw him, I said, hey, my brother. So God can do everything possible like this. He said, what do I mean? I said, you know, come market on Christmas Day. Because God has provided a governor who gave us security, and we went to farm and paid us more, paid us arrears, and paid us our salaries. The guy burst out laugh. He said, "Meka, you don't start to." Now, so is the thing be. So I am of the opinion that in 2025, every one of us should concentrate in thanking God, praying to God. He will do us more. And again, the governor of Benin State, as he's doing, let him continue. God will continue protecting him.
Amen.
And we ourselves, subjects, we should do the needful. Thank you very much.
Thank
God
you
bless
so much,
people
Emeka.
of Benin. Place the speed FM. As we continue speeding, we will never crash. We will continue moving forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Emeka. Yeah, so great advice from him. The governor has been emphasizing this about going to farm. So Emeka is saying 2025, people should go to farm. King James is going to be a big farmer in 2025.
Wow,
yeah,
that's nice.
Broadcaster, farmer. I'm going to, so guys, just watch that.
Broadcaster /
farmer.
Yeah.
Okay, journalist, broadcaster, farmer. So
that's great.
Yeah. So I've been farming.
Yeah.
There is corn there at the back of
mini
the spice
farm.
center. Yeah. Mini farm. You call it mini farm. That's
It's a
a farm. Okay, so on Facebook, in reaction to the lady who wants 2 weddings, Regina Biame is saying, did her parents get both weddings? That's question number 1. And she's also challenging you. when you say that she should listen to the pastor, saying listening to pastor, not the Holy Spirit or parents.
No, we listen to the pastors here.
Well, but she really thinks you should. So when you listen to yourself, that's the Holy Spirit for me, because the Spirit is in you.
Yeah.
And then perhaps your parents. So if they have passed through this.
Yes.
But this is a program we're going to do again.
Yeah, we have to do this program again. But funnily,
no, certainly we will.
You know, one funny thing, why I said we listen to our pastors more. When I'm saying we, I'm not including, they listen to their pastors more. That you see, like, young girls, when their mom is like, okay, don't do this. Like, Mama, no, that is your choice. My choice is different. But when your pastor tells you to do a certain thing, they listen automatically. So I don't know why they do that. People hardly listen to themselves or their parents. It's better they listen to their pastor. That's why I said.
So when the pastor says don't do the bad things, do they listen?
No, that one.
Exactly. So they choose what they want to listen to. Okay. So we will come back with this. And of course, looking at 2024 and going into 2025, of course, for Emeka, go back to farm. And for me, what we have taken home here as the creativity and mentorship. We haven't finished, bringing those voices. We'll bring them again on Extra Speed tomorrow. Even as we're moving into 2025, should we avoid asking people their New Year resolutions?
Well, if they have, why not? They should tell us.
But they never keep them.
Definitely, we know that.
All right, so it's time to say bye.
Okay, bye. See you tomorrow.
I cannot stay in the same house with my landlord because my landlord used to complain that I'm bringing plenty friends in the house and his sock away will get full quickly.
KiNG Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can.
She higon kahu atankro yin pepe. Number one gwana vesisha asking radio TV. Ma kamo wa wene otwe hwandi. Zane hemeno ngwa asking radio. Mso ne kiki.
As KiNG Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can.
Hello, my Cloody. Asking Radio is here. Tell everyone you know. The wait is over. 98.5 Speed FM.
Catch us if you can.
Do you have a business, an organization, or you want to be heard on radio? Get heard at the speed of light. Meet your target audience and get the reach you deserve by advertising